Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City. Today we are up in the mountains. We're going to be building another modern house today. We've got, what is it, four modern houses at the moment. It's the only modern house sort of area that we've got in the city. In fact, probably the only sort of modern buildings. I mean, we've got some newer buildings like this one and even the gym. I think it's sort of a newer build style thing, but as far as like the style of modern houses, you know, when you think of modern houses, you think of the rectangles and the cool sort of shapes and stuff. This is the only area, and I think we can get another one just in here. A little bit of getting rid of this terrain here, a little bit of pushing out the land there, and oops, wrong one. And I think we should be able to squeeze in one more. I don't think I could get another one down here. It would be a super thin one. I don't think I'm going to. Let me turn my volume down on my headset and deafen my ears from the sound of grass breaking. So we'll just sort of shrink that sort of part. It's still like a lump. We'll keep it there for a little bit. I like it because when you grow trees on like lumps, you get like a lot of varying height in the trees. So it gives like a really more detailed feel. Like if you look at the trees down here, because we built these trees, or not built, because we grew, let's say, these trees on a hill, there's so many different heights. Well, you get that same effect even if you do it on a small hill. It makes them not quite as all that flat and the same height. Now, let's just bring this out a little bit. Now, as you guys probably know, if you've watched me for a little bit, I'm not really the greatest modern builder when it comes to houses. I just don't build enough of them. I don't have a technique when it comes to how I go about it. Like with normal houses and stuff, I sort of do a blueprint first, and then I build like a skeleton, and then I usually sort of build up the walls and figure out where the roof, like triangles are going to go, and then I put the roof on. And it's sort of like that's my way of doing it. Everyone does that a bit differently. That's sort of the way I find easiest. With modern houses, I don't have that. I don't have that technique down yet because I haven't built enough of them. I don't feel like I'm skilled enough to be able to just build out a modern house yet. It requires a little bit more thinking. So let's grab some blocks. We're going to need, I think I'm going to use snow. I always like snow because it's like a nice clean white block and stuff. I think I probably want cyan. Again, it's a very nice for a modern building. And I think I want, oops, caps lock, slab. I think I'm going to go with maybe some black slabs. If not, we've always got our proper slabs in sort of backup. I don't think I want any wood on this one, which might be a little bit unusual because it does seem to be, with modern houses, wood. This one I wouldn't really class as modern as these ones, but I really like this sort of what do you call them, like an underside under the back cave garage. There's no garage there. I should really just build some walls around it at least. I really like that, which is why I built it up here. So yeah, let's just place down some blocks. I think is going to be the first thing, and go from there. Now I have an idea in my head on sort of what I want to go with this. I need 5 blocks here because I want this to sort of be like a, I'm not going to call it a garage, but it's going to be the parking spot, shall we say, for it. Let's make that out of cyan, and that's going to come out like this. I'm going to leave a couple of blocks just between the buildings or between the houses so they don't sort of touch or get in the way of each other too much. There's going to be like a little window thing going on there and there, I think. And then this is going to go into the other part. See, yeah, we're already like running out of space. My idea was to sort of have an L shape here, but it's gonna, I mean, you could probably squeeze it in. No, you know what? I'm gonna just change my plan a little bit. Let's adapt. I'm gonna come out here instead. So I'm going to come out here. I'm going to come out 1 block wider than the rest, or than the other part of that building. I also changed it to white there, just so you get a little bit of difference between them. And I think this is going to be a actual garage. So I'm going to do as small of a garage as we can do, which is literally 5 blocks wide for the vehicle to drive into. And I think You should probably have it. A tree, get out of the way. I think that's probably the minimum sort of length you could have on the garage as well. Otherwise the car's just physically not going to fit in, is it? Now I'm going to try, see how, it's hard to describe with them because I'm not very good at it myself, but see how like modern buildings are sort of squares or rectangles, somewhat layered on top of each other. Like the swimming pool's a rectangle, the actual base of the house is a rectangle, then we've got this grey one, then we've got this white one. There's even this sort of smaller, you could imagine that that was a rectangle going down there. If I trace my cursor up there, left there, and then down there, and then back like that. It's like all little rectangles. So if we can also make that happen with a bunch of little rectangles, I think that could work quite well. Now I'm gonna have to come out by one block there just to get the look right. Oops. So that's as far as I can really bring out this house, right? That's like as far as we can go. So if we, let's just terraform this up a little bit just so I can get it. It goes snowgrass. Yeah, I forgot about that. Tree, you're really in the way. This is why I don't like to build the trees until I'm 100% certain that nothing else is going to be built around here. You just end up with this problem otherwise, and you're just trying to refill spots up. I think there'll still be the room for like a nice layer. See, that works. If I don't do this now, I'll just forget and never do it, so I might as well just fill it in now. So we're going to have a little bit of a step going on here. I'm going to change the step up so it's not the same all the way. Like that. Trying to keep it as natural as possible. Get out of the way, tree. It's really starting to get in the way. So I'm gonna cut it real close there. Doesn't really matter too much here. We should be able to like use this really annoying tree to cover most of it, but I think that's good. I think that's good. Just for the sake of our eyes, we'll fill in this part of floor here, just so we can see what part's flat, what part's the floor of the house, and what's not. Okay, makes a lot more sense now, yeah? I think everybody can sort of see a blueprint there. Now, it's not quite going to be as simple as building the whole wall straight up now, because we want different levels going on. So I'm going to have like a really nice big window. No, I'm going to do single windows here. Oh, look at that. It works out perfectly too. Okay, little single windows on the bottom. And then it's going to actually come out. I'm going to go... do I go back to the white? I think I'm going to come... It's going to be a smaller one. I want it to just miss this part. Like that. And this is going to be like one of those glass rooms that just looks so epic. So I'm going to take away 2 blocks there. There's going to be 2 heights between the bottom and the top. And that's sort of going to float over the edge. This part is going to come up. I think 1 block below should be right. Like that. That's going to be wall. Like so. And this doesn't do anything. As such, this is literally just like a cool piece of design. That's going to be a really tall window. Same as this side, like one of them really tall ones. And then that's going to wrap around like this. Okay, modern houses always seem to have like, I don't know if I can show you, like little balcony areas. It's sort of, I haven't really got it on here, which is why I'm doing it. But like this is going to be like a car parking spot. I don't know if they'd class it as a garage. Like modern houses are weird. They probably would do something like that. We'll put the top of this garage on. no windows needed in a garage, obviously. So we could just fill that in. That would be the door into the garage, so we might as well just leave that open. Like that. And on top of this, I'll probably have... We'll probably go to white. Let's build up this front part. This is going to be the door. And you probably could get away with doing this and having sort of tallish windows on either side of the door there. It's just, I think that'd probably look nice. But then this part is going to come up. I could bring it over the door part, but I think instead I'm going to come this way. I'm just going to bring it out a little bit. It gives a little tiny bit more room to the interior here. And how do I want to do this colours? Because I don't like it when it goes from one colour into another on a flat surface. We usually put some kind of slab to break it up, or step it in or step it out. What if we stepped it out? Like that. See, that could work. And then this could be like a little balcony area with some seats on or something like that. We'll want to have doors then to get out onto it. Yeah. I could put a couple of windows in like that. Just spaced out nicely enough for it. Now, with modern houses, I sort of have a bit of a different rule of thumb. I don't like to, on normal houses, put windows right up against the wall next to it. I would like to have them like this. So when you're on the inside, you get a little bit of wall space before the window. But with modern houses, I don't seem to mind too much. I think it looks cleaner and squarer, which is sort of what the modern feels about. So I sort of allow myself to get away with that. And a couple of windows on the back. This feels like a bedroom to me, a bedroom with the balcony area. That's the vibe I'm sort of getting from it. So let's put this little divider in there. We know there's not going to be any windows there because that's going to be the floors. On the back here, do I keep it as one big window? That could be like two big windows on the back. That could just be cool. I can't do it. Oh, I can do it. Yeah, I could just leave it like that. I sort of like that. And on the top here, to keep it symmetrical, I could do something like that. Like the back one's bigger, yeah, sure, whatever. But I sort of like that. I sort of like that. I don't do enough big windows anywhere on the city. Or even on the skyscrapers and stuff, the windows are like 1 block wide, 2 blocks tall, or something like that. You know, they're never big windows. So when we can get away with doing them, we should allow ourselves to do it. I'm going to make this come 1 block wider, just so it's a little bit more useful space on the inside if we ever done an interior. But also, it's the same reason as the other side, we're just stepping it out. Stepping that white section out a little bit. I think I'll end up doing that as well. It's going to be really hard to tell exactly how all of this is going to fit together until it comes to actually doing it, because I don't have any plan. We're just sort of placing down blocks and seeing where it takes us. We don't have like a step one or anything, or knowledge of what it's going to sort of turn out like. I'm just putting in some selective windows in here, trying to sort of match them up with the floor below because it does just look nice. I might just put an odd one though on this side, like that. Okay, so we've got some walls up. It's definitely got a modern feel. I think we're going correct with that. I'm actually going to bring this up again and over the top of the building. Oh, it'd be cool to just drop, yeah. Take those windows back out. I'll put a window there and a window there. Fill those ones in. That's cool how that sort of weaves over the whole building like that. I like that. And then let's start doing the roofs now. So we're going to have to force some different heights out of here. I'm going to have to evaluate where our rectangles are going to be. So let's get mossy, which isn't mossy in my texture pack for any new subscribers. It's a smooth block, which is quite ironic. And I'm going to place down some rectangles here that line up with the rooms below. So we're going to have that one there and this one here. The reason why I'm doing this and why I'm using a separate block is so it stands out a little bit and gives us a couple of different heights to go for. So now we can get our slabs. I would like to have some black in here. I might do black on the dark parts of the building or something like that. I'm going to hang it over by one block. Let's fill in this rectangle first. So I'm doing this on the sort of original height of the building. I find it really hard building with black blocks because the shadows don't sort of stand out as well. It's really hard to tell what you've placed and what hasn't been placed. And if they're on the right height. I never have any trouble with any other colour. Okay, so that goes up like that. And I think I'll do a little black one on this one as well. So just go around the edge first. And then we fill in the middle. Oops. If you've got any tips on how you build modern houses, let me know in the comment section below. I'd be really interested. Oops. I'll be really interested in knowing like how different people go about doing theirs. It'd be really interesting to see. Oops. So what I'm trying to do here is trying to think of a way how I can not make this look quite as flat. It doesn't look terrible like that. I could overhang this like that. I think I will. I think that actually looks pretty cool. Having a half slab gap between two half slabs, apart from when lighting glitches happen, just Minecraft stuff, I think is really cool. You can't get it too often because obviously you can't put slabs on top of different slabs. So when you get these half slab moments, you sort of keep them. I really like how that looks. Okay, so we'll do the same thing on this one. Okay, that's really cool. As far as the structure goes, I think we're pretty much there, right? We'll have to put some kind of floor and banister down here. This might be where the old wood comes into play. We knew that we were going to need some wood at some point. I don't know how I'm going to do the edging on this. It's only going to be a really small balcony. Like the floor place or the walking place is going to be there. So if maybe we do the mossy again. We've used mossy in the building already, so we could just put that in there. And then glass. I think I'm going to go with white stained glass. Basically everywhere. I think I used some black stained glass actually on the oh, I don't like how that window lines up with that. I'm going to bring that over. I think I used some black stained glass on that building, in fact. Yeah, I did as the balcony. I could do that on here. I sort of like that. Yeah, I do like that. Okay, let's throw these windows in. So a window there, no windows in the garage. A couple of windows in the back of the bedroom there. Nice big window on this sort of... I imagine if we'd done an interior that this sort of foyer, this sort of hallway area here in the middle, entranceway, wouldn't have like a second story, or it would have like a balcony story inside. So you could like see down to the first level if you're standing up top, and you could see up to the second level if you just walked in the door. That'd be just a really cool sort of feel. Okay. Need to do the underside of that, because at the moment there's a big old gaping hole. Really like these tall windows. Oops. That one. That one. And there. Okay, this episode's gone on for way too long. I'm going to use little slabs underneath here, just so it doesn't make it look too chunky. Just to cover up that floor. And that's where we're going to leave it today, guys. I know we've got still all the outside to do and little bits of finishing up to do here. But I really like how this is feeling. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. Blah, blah. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you. I think I like that. I think that's cool. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!